Hello Internet, welcome to Merlin's Archery Adventures. As the British summer is finally here, I thought I'd come outside and have a look at a bow I've been meaning to look at for absolutely ages. And that's the Samick Sage. Now I'm willing to bet if you go onto any internet archery forum and ask the question, what is a good bow to get started in traditional archery, someone will fire back with Samick Sage, without a shadow of a doubt. So we're going to give this bow a good going over today, see how she handles. It very much is a beginner's bow. I mean, it comes well under the £100 mark. You can get this on our website for about £90, I think. But for a sort of a cheaper end entry-level bow, it looks quite nice. I mean, the riser is made of hard maple and olive wood, with hard maple limbs with black glass on those. The other thing I do quite like about this bow is the grip. Now I do talk about grips quite a lot in my videos, and I quite like a low grip. I mean, this is a relatively low grip, but it's also a very slim grip, and that's another thing I like out of a grip. I like a slim grip. I don't like big fat grips. I just can't seem to get on with them. So that fits my hand quite nicely. The other thing, it's quite a versatile bow. You've got it's tapped for a pressure button if you wanted to put one of those in there. You could also attach a sight if you wanted, or a bow-mounted bow quiver if you wanted. It's also tapped for a short rod or a long rod if you wanted to put one of those in there. It's got a nice generous shelf. I mean, I've got it set up to shoot directly off the shelf because that's just the way I prefer to shoot. I've just got a simple bare hair rest and a strike plate on there. So I've got that pretty much set up the way I want to shoot it. So I think we should just go and do exactly that. Let's go and shoot it and see what she's like. See you in a bit. Okay, so here we are on the range, standing about 15-20 yards away from the target, not too far. But we just go. Let's just send a few arrows down range and see how they fare. I mean, I'm using gold tip traditional carbons today, so let's see how they go. They're roughly the right sort of spine for the bow. So yeah, let's just send a few arrows down and see how she holds up. Again, I haven't got around to putting a knocking point on this yet, so you'll have to bear with me. Okay, I mean it's a bit stiff towards the back end, I'll be honest there. I think if you've got a long draw length, I think you're going to struggle with this. I mean, I'm just over 28 and I hit a bit of a wall. Let's send another one down and see what that's like. I mean, it went where I wanted it to, and it's put them in a little bit lower than sort of what I'm aiming at, but it's going all right. But yeah, it does stack a bit. I'll be completely honest that the bow does stack a little bit there. But let's just keep going. Let's send another few down. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it. Just to me, it sounds like it could be a little bit noisy, but I mean, the bow sight seems about right. I mean, probably if I was shooting this bow for any prolonged period of time, I'd probably put some little string silencers in there or something to sort of tone it down a little bit. But I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'd go as far as saying for the money, that doesn't seem to be a bad shooting little bow. Certainly, you know, put somewhere I want it to. I mean, I'm so lucky to have been able to shoot some sort of quite high level bows of late, and you can tell the difference between an entry level bow and a sort of high end bow, and you can tell the difference. But this, I mean, it's not horrible to shoot. It's an accurate little shooter, I'll give it that. I was expecting, to be honest, I wasn't expecting that much from it, but the grip's quite comfortable. Certainly seems quick enough, and it's putting them in the right place. Let's just do the last couple of arrows here, and then we'll go and have a proper shoot with it. See what it can do. Yeah, I mean, first impressions. yeah, I mean, the first thing that hit me really was the stack at the back. It does seem to jump up quite quickly up until about 27, 28 inches. It's actually fairly smooth, but you hit sort of 28 plus inches, it does tend to want to stop a little. Yeah, right. Well, first impressions are it seems like a decent little bow actually for the money. Bit of hand shock, and it does stack towards the back. But I think what we need to do is shoot it properly. So we'll go around the targets a little bit and try it at some different distances, and then we'll come back at the end and have a little chat. So I shall see you in a little bit. So that has been the Samick Sage. In short, not a bad little bow for the money, I think, if I had to summarise. There are better bows out there, but they cost a lot more money. This is really cheap entry-level bow that's going to get you into traditional archery, and I think that's a good thing. Anything that can get anybody into traditional archery is a good thing. I mean, it actually shoots quite well. It certainly put them where I wanted it to go. Or the arrows to go, I should say, but there were some downsides. Like I mentioned before, it does stack after about 28 inches. It does ramp up quite a lot. So it's not going to suit you if you've got a really long draw length. The other downside to the bow is it does have a little bit of hand shock. Again, I think you could probably dampen it down with a couple of string silencers. I mean, I was getting some real vibrations from the bow at one point, but I realised being a Dacron string, the string had stretched quite a lot, so I put some twists in the string and increased the brace height, and that seemed to improve that a little bit. But there was still a little bit of hand shock. But like I said before, for the money, I think it's not a bad little bow at all. And yeah, if you can pick up a bow and get shooting, then it's perfect. What I would like to try and do actually is similar to what I did with the Buffalo and the Win & Win RCX, is shoot the Ragim Impala and see how they compare, because I think they're a fairly comparable bow. So I think, yeah, we'll do that. We'll shoot the Ragim in a couple of weeks hopefully, and we'll compare the two and we'll see which one sort of comes out on top, because they are a comparable bow. But yeah, that has been the Samick Sage. I think I've covered everything. I've covered what the bow length, which is 62 inches, poundages all the way from 25 pounds all the way up to 50 and 5 pound increments. But yeah, that has been the Samick Sage. I hope you found that useful. I've certainly enjoyed being out shooting it. It's lovely to be out on such a nice day shooting a bow and arrow. It's perfect. Well, anyway, you take care, shoot straight, and I'll see you on the internet. Bye bye. Just to talk to you briefly about one aspect of bare bow archery that I think sort of deserves a little mention, and